right, final game for this edition of Hitting the Books, New Mexico and Hawaii. This is your late night special, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, Saturday night. New Mexico 2-point road favorites, 61.5 the total in this game. Interesting spot when you look at this game. You've got New Mexico playing for bowl eligibility. That is significant. Everything I'm reading, Bronco Mendenhall and New Mexico want to get bowling. It would be a huge accomplishment for this program. There's some teams that treat getting to 6 wins like, you know what, we play in a minor bowl game, big deal. You know, that's disappointment. For New Mexico, they'd love to get bowl eligible and be in one of those games after what we have seen. So you know they're coming to play. Are they good enough to go to the island here in Hawaii and win is the question, away from home for a team that is 3-3 on the road. They have had, you know, the San Diego State road win, the Utah State road win, and the New Mexico State road win. So they have beaten some teams. That's a pretty weak group. Hawaii, look, they're off the back-to-back losses. To UNLV was a tough one here at Hawaii, 29-27. What a battle they gave UNLV. And then I don't know what happened to them at Utah State. They were awful. They got ripped on the defensive side of the ball, giving up almost 600 yards. What happened to Timmy Chang's defense there in that game?
It's been pretty good all year.
Out of nowhere, just all of a sudden, because their defense had been battling, playing okay, Hawaii. And then all of a sudden, they just give up 55 in that game and get blasted 59-10 on the road by Utah State, who have not had a great season. But you look at the situationals going into this game. You've got, both teams are off a bye, so there's no advantage there. But New Mexico's got to travel to the island. Hawaii's at home, off the bye, extra time to prepare. You look at Hawaii the last couple home games, throw out the Boise one because Boise's in a class by themselves. But they won and covered against Nevada. They took UNLV, the next best team in the Mountain West, down to the wire, 29-27 here at home in Hawaii, lost by 2. This is not a gimme for New Mexico. Do they look like the better team right now? Yes. But Hawaii here in their last couple home games, they've shown me something. And I think they'd like to play spoiler here and try to keep New Mexico from getting to bowl eligibility. And it is their final home game for Shager, the quarterback, and a lot of these seniors here for the Hawaii Warriors, and they have a few of them. So buyer beware. New Mexico's got everything to play for. Bowl eligibility in particular, but must win doesn't equal will win. And Hawaii has shown up these last 2 home games. I think it's a tough game, quite honestly. The number's in a good spot. I know New Mexico's got a lot to play for, but I'm a little hesitant to go against Hawaii here at home. They've shown up here these last couple of home games. We'll see on Saturday if they do so one more time. C-Mac, what do you think? New Mexico, Hawaii.
This is tough because I think New Mexico could come in here and win. It's just not easy. And Hawaii off that horrible loss in the Lions too. Like, I lean to Hawaii here. I don't love it. It's, this game could be pretty good. It's just New Mexico a few years ago, Hawaii had, was down, but they won 28-21. And that could happen. But Hawaii, until that time their defense got ripped, had been playing well, keeping games under, keep staying in football games. I was on a couple Hawaii unders, but New Mexico's a dead over team. So tough one here. I just lean Hawaii. I don't know if I get to this here for a late night special.
New Mexico, a strong over team, and Hawaii was a strong under team, and even the last 2 Hawaii games have gone over the total against UNLV.
UNLV went over,
State. But again, be careful. This is a long way away from Saturday, and sometimes you get that wind kicking up there in Honolulu. And whenever it's a wind game in Hawaii, you're in trouble with it over. I'll tell you that. Yeah. And
this is a long way from New Mexico. That's why it's always a bitch. There is some wind, and got to check later in the week. But it looks like when we'll be blowing.
One thing too about New Mexico, their offense really relies more than anything on that run game, which is so good. For New Mexico.
And Dampier.
They're not a great passing offense. That's something. So can they run the football is the key. And when you look at Hawaii, their run defense has been okay. It's not been terrible. It's not been great either. But they've been able to have those instances where they've been able to corral the run a little bit. We'll see if they can do that here in this matchup. It's the question. Now, the last 2 games, it's been difficult for them. And UNLV
put up 90
on the ground. that is a matchup concern. New Mexico is not UNLV level running the football, but that's their strength. And can Hawaii stop it is going to be the key if Hawaii is going to win the game. I mean, matchup-wise, I think it leans to New Mexico. Everything to play for, because I initially wanted to bet New Mexico here, but then I kept thinking, wow, this last game in Hawaii, Hawaii's been good at home, competitive at home the last 2 games. So not a gimme here for New Mexico. I lean that way, but I think I've taught myself out of betting it on Saturday night. There you have it. What a show. We've cleared the 3-hour mark with this edition of Hitting the Books, probably our longest show of the season, our most games on a single show this season for sure, but we had to. It was just so many big games. We had to cover them all. Hit the like button. We appreciate it very much. Hundreds, come on, you got to hit that like button. We've been here for 3 hours for you, giving the best damn college football betting analysis anyone could possibly serve up. So hit that like button. That's all we ask. Subscribe to the channel. Again, next Monday, it's going to be like 1/3 of the length of this show. It'll be a nice short 1 hour type of show next week because it's only the 7 or 8 conference championship games coming up next week to talk about. So we're looking forward to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I should say 10 conference championship games here because you got the group, actually 9, the group of 5 and the power 4. So there's 9 conference championship games coming up next weekend or next Monday, I should say, on the Hitting the Books college football show. But also make sure you join us Friday this week and every Friday moving forward, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific for the college basketball edition of Hitting the Books. We'll be doing those on Fridays for the rest of the year. And then once we get into January and football's behind us, we'll be doing 2, maybe even 3 shows a week with college basketball right here on the Hitting the Books channel. C-Mac, final thoughts before we wrap this show up. It's been a marathon.
This is it. But this is the last week with all these games. Had to do it. Like you said, everyone hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't. We're getting up there. Once we can get it, we're almost at 500. From then on, a lot of people have hit us up. We can, you can send money. Maybe we might do a membership. We'll deal with that down the line. But shout out to everyone that's subscribed. Hit it if you can. We're almost there. We've grown it from the ground here to start. I think we're moving. We're almost there. So subscribe and tell everyone to do that. And keep hitting in the chat. Send questions. Tell us what you bet or games, questions you have on games. I'll check the comments throughout the week. Let's have another one. The season is almost done here. Regular last big week here. Rivalry week. I love it. I love doing the show on Mondays, brother. Let's get out of here.
Lots of fun. What a great show. What a great week of games it's going to be. You're going to see some situations where it's like, whoa, where did that come from? But that's rivalry week. You're going to see at least a few games where it's like, wow, that team beat that team. You throw the records out, seriously, in some of these games. And oftentimes anything can happen when you get all of these rivalry matchups. But great stuff. Awesome show. Hit the like button on the way out. We appreciate it very much. For Connor Mack, I'm Ian Cameron. This has been another edition of the College Football Hitting the Books show. Enjoy the games and good luck. Enjoy this final full week of the college football regular season. Enjoy the games and good luck. And we will talk to you next Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, for another edition of the College Football Hitting the Books show, talking all things college football from a betting perspective. And check out the college basketball version of the show this Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern as well. Until next time, class dismissed.